coverage of the NFL. We're on to the fourth quarter, and it's the Niners who are currently in control of the football. On second down, Mostert. He can't get him down. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34.
Final score, Niners.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select to scout this player and unlock his bet. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a diamond. You just found a diamond in the rough.
today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis,
first down, Rivers. He's got Burton here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
This one into the hands of Burton. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. That makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And by the Jets.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard.
Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. Gore. The numbers for Gore on the ground last week. 20 carries, 72 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off.
That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets.
Brashad Perriman.
Brashad Perriman, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have taken a first. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He completes this one to Mack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 30.
Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry.
Nyheim.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Rivers pass.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, Hines. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Quinnen Williams drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Jets 7, Colts nothing.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Getting this quickly to Berrios. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Braxton Berrios.
Throwing quickly, Darnold. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Braxton Berrios.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
But Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a 1st-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. And how about this, a fake? And this throws is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
2 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. Now on second down, this is Gore. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On the counter, Gore. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. He makes Darnold, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
This one out left to the tight end, Burton. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A first down throw here for Rivers. Underneath to the tight end, Burton. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rivers now to throw on first down. Campbell making the catch. Room here to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darnold on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to the third quarter starts with a run by Gore. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Darius Leonard.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road. and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run it with Gore. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football and outstanding.